Hold on, sorry. I should have the stream up. I thought I did. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Hello, hi, welcome. We're inside of Sandbox. It's the new development platform made by Facepunch. So people that did Rust, and also Source 2 is incorporated into it. So you can actually like make full-on games and then drop them on Steam. And I think console support will be coming relatively soon. It's also, think of like Roblox kind of, but different. Anyway, so we're working on a bunch of modeling and stuff, so I'm trying to drop some of these reference images in. We're going to finish the other one we did over here too, but we're kind of just knocking everything out all at once, if that makes sense. So, hello, welcome, hi. And yeah, we're going to do it. We meant to do this a couple days ago, but it just things have been kind of stacking up. What's up, Cake? What's up, baby? So yeah, we're just chilling, kind of making some models and stuff. We're going to be using them a little bit later. Some of this should start to make sense here. It's usually just kind of a chill, laid-back thing. Again, I don't know if people are really into this or not. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. I'm not sure if this is where it's going to live. We might make another channel for that altogether, but still unclear. But in the meantime, we'll continue to do this. I do enjoy this quite a bit. So check it out. So we'll be able, and we'll also kind of in between things, we'll probably play the farmers have been replaced, which should be fun. Okay. And so let me just show you what's going on here. So we're using reference images here. Again, I used AI to do this, so it's not 100%, but that's okay. If we have like basic outlines and like some dimensions, I think we can kind of work from that and kind of go with that. So I took some real life stuff because we're gonna, once we have, I think, the outline kind of set, we can kind of make up the rest of the detail, which is what we did over here because AI is horrible at consistent details. Even when you clamp stuff down, but actually having this flat here and kind of having basic dimensions, we can fill in the rest. It's not a big deal. And then what's cool is this environment is all, we can interact with it, dude. Sorry, the tearing's happening. I gotta. So what's crazy is since this is using Source 2, so think Half-Life Alyx, CS2, stuff like that. You can make mods and stuff for that, and you can actually use Source 2, but you can't really make your own game from that, or if you do, it just becomes this weird convoluted mess. This is fully separated from that, and you can 100% publish from this, and it is Source 2. So it's basically a platform that uses Source 2, which people have been dying for I think, ever. It dominates. So it's interesting because we have built-in pieces and parts here. We also have, what was I saying? Hammer is also available here too. Do we have hammer up? Let me go ahead and bring it up. Which again, this is all new. Like I have more roots, I think, in the hammer editor than I do the sandbox one, but there is a lot of crossover, if that makes any sense. So as we use a lot of these shortcut keys here, we may do some of the dimensions and stuff here as we did before, and then kind of try it over on the sandbox side. It'd be nice to know both of them. So we're just getting more acclimated to it. So again, I've got shortcuts for both sides. I'll try to call them out as we go, because again, I'm learning, and it'd be nice to have the workflow here and in Sandbox as well. So if you see us jump between Hammer and Sandbox, just know they're similar. I do think they are going to lean towards doing everything inside of Sandbox, but I don't see why they wouldn't support Hammer, which is basically the editor for Half-Life Alyx, Counter-Strike 2, that kind of thing. Very powerful. But it's interesting. Once I kind of learn it in Hammer, I can kind of come over here and go, oh yeah, that's right. So what we're probably going to do is after we set up the reference, we'll come back here. We'll probably stretch these floors up a little bit, make some stairs, and kind of see how he fits inside of these, and then kind of etch out the rest of this. Yep. Because I kind of like blocking out like this because of the way we're kind of just doing it creatively. And then we'll do the interiors and we'll make proper topology and stuff for everything else. Or at least I think it's proper. At least when I learned this a long time ago, I think that was proper. We'll see if I'm making any mistakes. So yeah, we're getting there. And what's cool is we can test all this stuff in real time too. So that's always fun. His stuff right there. We got a bunch of assets everywhere. Got a bunch of references. Trying to really figure out the best way to do the reference. So that's what we're doing. All right, let's get this guy here. This is another spot. Again, I don't know how accurate this is, but that's okay. We'll kind of move these guys out here. Our grid's on 16. I'll just try to call out what we're doing. We'll just kind of have some conversations while we hang out. What's up, Mr. Jedi? Hello, sir. And if we make anything super cool, we'll either publish it full on or we'll make like a library or something and just kind of push it out there. But for right now, we're just making models that we're going to be using personally. So, but who knows? If we end up making a game or an application or something, we'll probably put it in there too. Oh, what's up? Let me get my chat window closer to the edge here so I can see it more easily. It kind of stinks that we had so much time in between because I've been chomping at the bit to do this more. So hopefully I can remember everything. I've got my notes and stuff in front of me, or I will. It's a physical notebook. So we should be good. Again, if I get too quiet, say something because I might think I'm talking out loud because you kind of get in the zone and then you go, oh. I think I'll plug this in. This seems to be helpful. Or I'll keep it in front of me. Okay, you'll hear it chime in here in a second. Let me just move this over here. I think this cable's long enough. Hold on a second. Honestly, if I end up messing this up, it's not the end of the world. This thing was like 45 bucks, so it's not the end, you know? If it gets broken from wear and tear, it is what it is. Wake 'em. Wake 'em. There we go. We can kind of do some quick notes inside of here. Using pref, baby. So once we have things kind of stapled or clamped here, we can use a lot of these dimensions here and kind of just fill in the rest. Again, these things look official here. I assure you they are not. Some of them gives me like basic structure and something to work off of, but they are very inaccurate. They kind of ballpark it. Now, anything that's an image is for realsies. These are not. This is more to get the style and shape. So anything in the red block is more for like feel. This one stripped it off completely, but yeah, like I'm still kind of leaning towards. I was like, normally I would do this in Photoshop and just do a counter perspective and stretch it straight. That seems to still be the best way to do it. Sorry if I'm popping into the mic too much. So I have an early day tomorrow. So hopefully we get everything good. So I did take some measurements from Gaggle. So we have like a starting point here. So we can kind of work off of that. We're eventually just going to snap it to the grid into actual units. Again, it's not super impertinent that it has to be that accurate. Again, we need about 56 for our guy to walk through and about 112 to 144 for the ceilings in most cases. So kind of work off of that. Anyways, a lot of it's us just kind of getting used to all that stuff. So, okay, so let me click into this. All right, so I've got my stylus. I'm just going to leave it here. If it gets in the way, I'll just unplug it. You'll hear it go boop doodly doop boop. I got some basic roughs, but then I found out I can actually get dimensions from Gaggle. So we're doing this big guy next. This one? This one. So it's a 1024 by 8 something. And it's weird because like we kind of use, you'll see, instead of putting the whole number in, it's like number dot something. It is what it is. What 10.24? 10.24 is the green. 10.24 and 8.37 is our red. 8.27. 8.27. I don't like seeing an odd number. That hurts my feelings. It does. Now, these should be at the same scale that we have in our reference area, and I kind of line these up again. If it's close, good enough. A lot of times you can kind of scale it from here, but I just didn't know where to start with dimensions. Again, maybe I'm being too much of a stickler for like the actual. I think this is it. It appears to be so. Okay, so what we can end up doing is, once we kind of get these like into each other, So is blues. 32. Let's just put this one 0. That's pretty good. Okay. Now we're snapping by every 16 units. Is it like super bright? I feel like it is. Can we get to our skyblock here? Again, I'm used to this being on the other side. Skyblock. Can we do overcast? That's better. Okay, I'll take it. So what we can do, hopefully, as a matter of fact, I should probably do another one just in case. We'll do D33. Yo, yo, yo. Okay, so I gotta remember the shortcuts for this. I want to say it's E. Oh, good guess. It was a guess. This should be at 15% or degree increments. We'll try to get the block out first. Because I will probably end up using it for... I'm just trying to get the visuals, because I know technically we should go floor plan and do whatever, and I do prefer that, but... The blackout's going to just kind of help with general scaling and stuff. Is it W? There we go. Good guess. There we go. I can use middle mouse button. Okay. E for rotation. There we go. Oh, we gotta be on this side. What am I doing? Let's flip this guy. Whoopsie poopsie. F. Is it flip normal? Hold on a second. Is it? So I'm kind of lost. Face would be 3. Nope. We gotta go straight object, right? Okay. All right. Is there a thing here for normals? I know what we could do. We just flip it. Screw it. Right? No big deal. A little trippy, but it works. I think our text would be backwards. Oh, no, it's not. That's right, because we flipped it. We didn't mirror flip it. Right. I guess that is the roof tile, isn't it? This is kind of the back area. Well, anyways, let's associate this one first and we'll get it good. What will we? And it says it has dimensions in here, but like I said, I don't 100% trust it. All right, this is the back side, so this is definitely over here. We did this for going up. We're still in 16 increments. Okay, so once we get this ground floor kind of set, and see what I mean? Like, it's not matching this bottom piece either. It's okay. Let's see. How many floors do we got on this in the actual? Ballpark it. Is it... Oh, that's a fake one. Hang on, it's in the red. This is a real one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This has 6. So technically this should be on the stilts. See what I mean? How we kind of just have to add stuff? And that's fine. So really the stilted area starts right about there. So we could bring that down a little bit. And then I think we'll push her back a bit. Okay, this is like the neighboring building. I was wondering what the heck was going on there. Okay. Yeah, see, it like picks up weird detail. Dude, I'm so just cutting it up in P-Shop later. It's not good this way, man. It's not good. This is where I really get to see where it's not good. Okay, let's take scale, which is R. Okay, good call. Okay, we'll take this face and we'll scale her. Whoopsie, whoopsie. We'll scale it. Oops. That is incorrect. Nope. Are we even snapped in on this? I should be grabbing the plane. Am I crazy? Here, can we just do like a face and then scale it that way? Because I feel like this one's jacked. Maybe I'm doing it incorrectly. Should be doing it by that plane, right? Yeah, it's not even going up. Not even a little bit. Did I clamp something? It might. See, that's what I mean. Like now I'm like, I don't know where I am right now. Where am I? Could we just do like a standard object increase? W? Why am I so lost, dude? I like the way they have it organized. It's just my brain is not clamped in on that at all, and I'm just like, huh? What is what? Can we lock our scale? Uniform, please. Thank you. Yeah, that's better. That works. Oh, am I in world chords? That's okay. Hold on, hold on. Dude, what am I doing? I guess we'll just go uniform scale? Question mark? So we're at 827? We're gonna eyeball it, baby. Okay, we're still at 16 on the scale. We're roughly here. Okay, we went up just a little bit too high. Okay, we'll come down. Position. Can we align it to the grid? No. Ooh, dude, a little bit goes a long way. 17.52. What's up, Sargento? Thanks for the 74 months. What's up? Afternoon from Island Paradise. What's up? That's pretty close, right? We just need to know that this side is particularly off. Oh, wait, no, it's definitely off. Oh, wait, because I didn't go with the elevation up, right? Technically should be on that floor. Whew, yeah, this one's rough. We got to use this for like... This one feels closer to real life. Yike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, okay. So this tilted part is definitely not... Okay, let's get it up. And then decrease that a little bit. That's pretty close. Okay, what's this look like here? Too tall. Okay, great. All right, we'll take it up to 16 again, and we'll go uniform. So we're 18.12. We're pretty close. So we're 15, 15. 1565. Okay, let's try this one more time. Titanium, Datinum level, Dutanium. Yeah, that's off. So Sargentos with cheese? Honestly, pretty close. Say 15.5. That feels pretty good. Yeah, yeah, we'll keep it. And then hopefully once we have this all lined up, we don't have to really mess with it again. Okay, so the scale between these is pretty close. And so the reason why I want to get this one kind of close is because this is the closest thing we have to a floor plan, kind of. Closest. Again, it's a hot mess. We should probably put this in some kind of group here. What are we calling this one? This one was, it's like Lincoln something. Lincoln Apartments. I'm saying, baby. Okay, so now that hopefully okay, so this one's good. So we're going to duplicate you. Perfect. There we go. So this gets us kind of close for this. Again, you can really see just how inaccurate this is. Very. We just gotta remember what's solid or what we think is more solid than. I want to say. I think this has to be flipped too. Okay, let's move it over. Oof, what a mess. We'll do it off of this one. If we have to make it bigger, then we will. Okay, so that one's good. This one we got for the flat area here. We just take this one down, question mark? Yeah, when we start roughing this out, we're gonna go, okay, this, I can already see giant holes in how this is constructed. That's why people are like, I'm just gonna use AI to do stuff all the time. I was like, brother, look at what it does to the images. It doesn't think. That's the thing. That's the problem. And then we move them both up and we bring the ground elevation there. And then we can build this. Okay, okay, okay. Good, good, good. Stairwell access. So this shows the stairwell access on the side. And then we can figure out the ins and outs because really we don't know what the freak's going on here, dude. Is it 5 for objects? Let's go ahead and save it. Did you have 6 levels on this one too? Yeah. Whew, what a mess, dude. I kind of just want to start with a column here and just kind of go from there. It's a hot mess. Okay, so we already have like the floor, so let me just make like a block. Let's see, M is our map section, then I think Control B still works? Or is it Shift B? Shift B. Of course, of course. So this is really where we get to see what's what. Normally we wouldn't model like this, but again, since we got to figure out the other extra details here, this is going to help us, I think, a lot. And it gives us like a base dimension, and then we can kind of walk in there real quick to see like, okay, is that high enough? Because it may not be. I mean, guys, look at what it did. Yeah, because then we could, whoops, then we could do something like, was it 4 or is it 5? Oh, that's for text paint. Then we can bring this guy up here just to see if we have enough clearance. I don't think we do. So I think these floors are going to have to be. And the other thing too is you also can identify what is like more modular. So like once we figure out a floor, we'll go, okay, we'll make that its own thing and then go up with it, you know, and then we can copy it and then make the variations off that. That's the if you've done any kind of vector stuff that has like any kind of uniformity, it's kind of the same idea. Obviously this is very different. Okay, so if our little guy's out here, okay, like a little bridge we can walk over. It's just we're doing real quick poor man stuff, so we're good. Okay. We gotta see if that's even gonna work for us, right? Because I don't know. I didn't hit enter to create it. Whoops. It's a whoops. My bad. 3 would do it. I can already feel that's too small. Oh yeah. We're falling into the abyss. So what we could do to kind of correct that is we could take this all as a group and then scale it up and see what that feels like. So let's go ahead and take, probably just do shift B again. We'll just put something in the gap here and see what it feels like. We need at least 144. Yeah, 72. We're not close. So we could double what we have. That would do it. All right, I'm making a pretty big change here. So let me just, in case I shit the bed. Because this has been crashing a little bit here and there, so. 4 straight up and then just movement. I think that's it in this. What we could do, we'll scooch it out a little bit, get it away from everything, because it's a little nutty. I think we just scale it twice. Right? Right, fellas? $20.48 should do it. What's our alignment looking like, dog shit? Let's do object. So 30.1. Oh yeah, we'd have to do it from the back corner, huh? We did have it grouped as an object, so maybe that was it. Or maybe my math is completely dog shit, which is entirely possible. Okay, we didn't have them grouped. It was doing the operation individually, and since they all weren't keyed in, that one that was off was... Okay, so 2 of them were on key because it's the same one, and then, okay. A little manual, but whatever. Again, the faster we can get our block out, the more we can kind of abandon the straight, like, measurement stuff. And then we can make our correction, I think, pretty... It is on there. That's pretty close. What's up? Spent most of the weekend at Rust? Hell yeah, dude. You were right, dude. I got pieced. I took it back, though. Alright, that's pretty close, right? And then we'll have to pick which side we're going to use for the whatever. You know what? We're just going to do one floor and then kind of just build up, and then we know what the rest of the structure is. So this is pretty good. Right? 19. Okay. Okay, so we're trying to match that up. Plus, the quicker we get this like set up, the more we can just hide this, and so it's less confusing. Yeah, see what's up with this? That's crazy. Yeah, like these they don't line up at all. We'll take some liberties. We'll make it. It seems like the dimensions are wildly off. That's fine. We'll start with this profile and we'll start with the back and we'll see what it feels like. And again, we'll walk in it to make sure it's not complete dog water because we got to get this floor plan down at least. This is watch the video. I didn't get out of bed till Sunday, 2 p.m. Hell, that's a good weekend, brother. 2 p.m. is a good starting time. Pretty boy. Very good. We'll try to take, yeah, these seem awfully small, don't you think? Like, really small. It shouldn't surprise me, but it still does. That's why it's like, just don't rely on a lot of stuff for the AI. It's very bad. Okay, this seems a little better. Okay, it was Z fighting like crazy. I can take out the uniform scale. Or can we? There we go, it's 8. Okay, 8's the minimum. As long as we have like a rough idea out here, we can kind of figure out the rest. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. What is up, my dudes? Oops, I went the wrong way. Mr. Lab Coat Man. The scale feels a little closer. Still feels off though. This will at least give us a good start, because then we can kind of scale from here. Yes. You get close. Make it close. I really should group these up and hide them and stuff. I just kind of have everything out. Dude, the dimensions for this are a crouch dimension. You know what I mean? It's feeling a little better. I think we can we make stuff on the fly or no? No. We can change things, yes. Should probably just move our player controller over there. Probably. Object. We'll take this and put it on the first. Oops. It still feels pretty small. Although, it's hard to tell. Back to mapping. And shift bay. What's our height on this? 96. Still too small, but we could technically go up one more time again. Sure. Might as well. Yeah, it says 3,000, but remember, my object in the center is like really tiny. Time to get some numbers, fellas. What's up, nerd? Okay, so big boy is 30 point. So that's right. This guy's the odd duck right here. That's 19.95. Blah. $19.95. 39.9. This one should be 60.2, yes. So we went up about 3x, but then again, this was like maybe a third on the page, so that makes sense. Wasn't really thinking about that when we did it, but now I am. There are the folks that were here from other countries for the World Cup are having issues at the airport, having ranch dressing in their carry-on luggage. That's funny. Okay, we just line this up to the floor, which is for us. Oh, it's gonna be off this one, right? Yeah. And then I think we had this one off just a little bit. I'm lining everything up by this like tower first, and we'll kind of just go from there because that's really going to be the scale between floors, and then we can scale these up as needed. So once we figure out what a floor is, and we just make that gap up there, we're going to just start from the ground up. Probably not the best way to model this, but you know what? This is how we're doing it. And I feel like it should be wider too, so maybe it comes all the way back. Unclear. It's a bit closer. That's why I want to get this down, what feels good, and then we can just kind of work on our stuff. And then this goes up past this because it doesn't have the ground floor yet. Okay. I think that's good. We'll see. Oops, I should probably just draw one. Shift B, I believe. just shrank the. This feels more like the width of an apartment building. And then what we can do is roughly, would it be, yep, okay, create, and then we can go, and we'll copy the floor and just see where this sits for this. Yeah, it feels better. It feels good. I don't know what that is, but we'll do it. Yes. Up. We gotta make a cohesive way to get out of there, dude, right? I just keep screwing that up. That feels more like an apartment complex. It really does. Might be a bit too big, but again, since we're kind of like doing the first floor and then scaling that way. Are we too big now? Should we have gone 19.5? 19.95? Maybe. Shit. Before we jump to conclusions. What did we say it was? 30.1? $45.15. This may still be okay. Maybe. Yeah, I feel like this gap is very large at the moment. Oh my, yeah, it's 300. Holy shit. How did we shit the bed so badly? Did we already have it last time? Okay, so yeah, that wasn't terrible, I guess. How did I screw that up? When we ran out there, did I totally like just not? Maybe I missed a scale or something. Oh, we gotta have it angled down. Shoot. Can I make the jump? Probably not. I'm the worst at jumping. Oh, yes. no doubt. We're going to save that for a second. And then what we're going to do... We're going to delete it anyway, so, it's just, it's junk. For now. Should have more stuff for scale. Okay, so if we're sitting at... Honestly, we probably just don't need to keep measuring it, right? Because we could we have the basic layout. We should just go off of that. I'm kind of just doing this to see what the process is, to see how good or bad I am at this. So we're currently at 112. Well, almost 112. Almost. Which, it should really be like 144-ish. Oops. It's almost like... do like 0.22 or something to increase it? Is that even worth it at that point? Probably not. Yeah, see, we're at the 30, whatever. Okay, so... should do like a 1.2 maybe? Is that right? Is my math completely off? So it's not quite 125. It could be either like a 2.2. I feel like it's like 1.2, right? Let's find out. But it's... oh yeah, we did it individually. Let's do that math, baby. What that math do? $23.94? And then the other one's 30.1. So I'm doing on my calculator here. 36.12. So this is what, 23.94? We'll see what it does. And this is 3612. Scale will kind of be important, but not paramount. And again, it'll be incredibly hard, if not impossible, to deal with the stuff we got going on here. As far as inconsistencies, it's pretty crazy. Okay, we'll leave that as like a 16. That's pretty close. Oh. 136 ain't bad. It gives us some tall ceilings and some utility work. That works. All right, so we had to do it by point 0.2, so 20% after the last one. That works. That should feel right. And then our dimensions we had prior was 56 and 82. Let me go ahead and just put that down for like a would-be staircase. What was I say? 80. I guess 56 and 56. So for 12, 4 makes sense. Okay. I think. Okay, if we have that, is it 8 and 12? I can't remember. think that's right. Then edge, probably. Just one. Edge. And now we go... I should have started with the hump first. What am I doing, dude? Are we on... See what this feels like for the staircase. I feel like I did this bass backwards. I don't remember if it's 12 up or 8 for a minimum. I know 8 is like the minimum for Viz. So either way you cut it, it's going to have to be something wacky. And again, I'm still trying to like fumble through my sandbox stuff here because I feel like I'd be much faster in Hammer. But then again, this is kind of Hammer, but it's not. Okay, save. What kind of mess did we make? Let's go find out. Let's find out. Is Rust good on PS3? Uh, what? What's up? Toilet Seat Live. Turlet. Hello, let's find out. What's up, boys? Here, I'm gonna move my stylus. I feel like it's in the way. Let's go. Now that we kind of figured out the scale, I'm gonna do more of that in Photoshop next time. I just kind of like freeballed it, and I feel like we put a lot of time into it to get the scale right and stuff, which is a lot clunkier here. Yeah, that feels good, right? Then our staircase will be roughly something like this. Right? Something like that. Can we group this shit? Nope. There's gotta be a way to group it, right? Hold on. There it is. Control Shift G. Got it. We're just gonna get a basic idea what's going on here, just in a couple different floors. And then we kind of know what the dimensions are, and then we're just gonna go with that. Can we grab this there? Yes, we can. Okay, good. Let's move you over, and then let's rotate. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Just see what it feels like. I feel like this height's pretty good. Like I said, it's gonna give us room for utility and stuff too. Cause there's almost always some extra bullshit. Nice. This was our original height. It's basically an air duct. And we have the reverse normal on this side, so that's why it looks goofy back here. Yeah, that's good. So essentially this shaft here is going to be roughly the staircase, which kind of tracks. We could probably pinch it in a little bit if we really wanted to. And give ourselves some more like apartment space. Yeah, this feels closer to what we want. Perfect. Save, and now we're going to save this as a new E40. No, I'm just kidding. E40. What is up, my dudes? So yeah, once we work on one floor, we should be good to go. All right, let's look at our... As we know, the first floor is... Oh, whoops, I meant face. I mean, object. Jeez. What's wrong with me? This could even go down just a little bit. So I want to know, is Shift T, is it Control T? Nope. There it is, has to be on faces. All right, that makes sense. Very good. I was like, what the heck is that? Oh, yes, the stairs. Whoops. So it looks like this staircase is going to pop out just a little bit. So we'll kind of get an idea what that floor plan is too. So I'm kind of just making a sandwich for the blackout, and then we're going to pull them out to the side, and then we're going to model the interior. Do a floor, and then probably copy up is probably the best way to do that, I think. Mm. I wonder, part of me is like, do we double up on the floor and just make it make it 16, right? Hmm. I guess if we make it a modules, it won't matter because then we can change it later. Do you know what I mean? Then what we can do is get this. My guess is this is an apartment. This is an apartment. It's a big fat guess. Let's get the sandwich done first. That's the real first floor. All right, jacked up this side, huh? Yes. Thing's a whole mess of engons, dude. I can feel it. Whee. Ah, shit. That's just faces. Oh, whoops. And then we can take this one and then slide this one up. Is that matching up? Not sure. Yeah, pretty close. So now what we can do, just get the whole stack and see what we have. That's 3, and then we could just do this. Yeah. Yes, very good. We're 152. I'm cool with that. So you can see we're a little bit above, which is totally fine. Okay, we'll start from here. We'll do another save in case I mess this up real bad, because I might. Yes. So really what we should do is just grab this whole thing, probably just clamp it. So we put 16 in between, which probably made us a bit taller, which is totally fine. If we end up clamping it down, that's fine too. I don't know how to spell or type, geez. You see that? And I think we could just hide this. Perfect. All right, let me write that down. Stack in between is 16. We might reduce it. Very good. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter if we have that piece out there like that, because we can just construct it. What's up? Says, why am I hungry feeling? It says, I just ate lunch like an hour ago. Dude, I get that all the time. It's so annoying. 12. Really? Are these not snapped properly on the grid? Is that what's going on here? Or is it, am I just so far back it doesn't feel uniform? Wait it out. Fuck. What's up, Sleepy? You just had some cans? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I need to get a snack, dude. All this talking about food. Now I gotta grab a snack too. You know what? Let's get. Caniac double bread and the coleslaw? Hell yeah. Caniac. Gotcha. There we go. I'm gonna grab a snack. I'll be right back. It started me. I had a lot to eat too. Now all of a sudden I'm like starving. Especially since you guys are talking about food. You sons of bitches. Hello, my beautiful bed. Dude, the rooftop looks so booty, but I think this looks off into the harbor. I think this is the main access. This is the elevator. That's the staircase. This is where you enter. That's my guess. Let's see if that works. Let's just rope it off real fast. You know what I'm saying, dog? I was thinking while I was sticking food in my face. We could. Yeah, see, this was all like generated, so you're like, I don't know about that. Yeah, maybe. That's out of whack. Ooh, lucky dog. Okay, so you would assume. So it's probably this and this, and it's this and this, then that. Yeah. Yep, that's how it is. That's how they're cut up. Ooh, almost missed it. How many got in that face? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh no, object. No, no, no. Object. Object. Duplicate. Oh, you got a procedural map working? Nice, dude. How's that going? Was that like was that rough or was that pretty self-explanatory? Lots of licenses almost in Sbox. Hell yeah. You had a big map. It says it was like at first. Had to thread the task, it says, and make the culling system. Nice. Bake, no recook. Greedy collision, upper floor hosting, stairs, self-render, streaming buffer fixed. No edge void. Nice. Oh, cloud coded. Of course. Uh, 1988, 656. Should probably move our pivot point, huh? You know what? I'm so dumb. Why don't I just do the... 2, 3, 4, then the additional 5, right? It goes off the other side. One, two. Yeah, it's got to be compressed a bit. I mean, it's cool that Cloud did all that stuff, but when you start to enter a realm that hasn't been coded or put into that data set, that's a pretty complex build. You could be stuck. Be forewarned. I mean, you saw how bad it was at refactoring basic rectangles. It wasn't good. Yeah, these windows are off. It's really throwing me. I should be looking at this. Yes, there'll be something like that for each floor, right? What are you at, 412? 388. That seems like a reasonable position for that. Okay. Looks like there has to be some kind of window on that side. Right? Something like that. Oh, here we go. Probably the bathroom right there, huh? Because you got the high window. Let's see if we can get some of this going. Hold up. La, la, la. Very good. Sorry, I'm trying to find this login. Oh, we're logged in. Perfect. Sorry, that was loud. My bad. I don't know where that's at. Is that too loud? We good? I don't know what bevel is for. Is it F or is it V for us? Found it. There we go. Sweet. Perfect. We went and got on that one. Shit. Yes, very good. I'm trying to get a feel for like where the spacing is for this. Whoops. Very good. Oh yeah, turn that snap off, brother. Damn. Yeah. I think I'm more apt to quad it, which might be the move. Okay, a wooden door. We 48, 108. Okay. Okay, I think I get it. So most likely to, okay, so this is where the waterfront would be on this side. So you got your balcony and everything else right here. It looks like the apartment's cut almost in half. Let's take a look at the actual image. Uh, yeah, almost. So you have like a balcony and then you have this like windowed area. Looks like most of it's the living room, goes into the kitchen, and then your utilities in the back. So like it's cut in half here, then the master bedroom's over here. The kitchen's here. Here, can we just do this? This might be easier. Sorry about that. So a weird layout, but it makes sense. By the way, if you look at the posting for this, it just tells you how much waterfront property is. $500,000 for a shitty apartment. Okay. I forget what the thing is for drawing. Control Shift T. Got it. Okay, so roughly, it looks like, if I were to guess, because you have a window up high back. Oh, I guess we can't do that. This is your main entryway. All right. Some sort of bathroom here, right? Whoops. Probably something like this. Maybe there's like a door here. Your utilities probably chilling back here where these doors are at. So like some kind of laundry room, probably. And then it looks like the kitchen area is here to some degree. You've got this like weird center column thing. A pocket door. I don't know what's over here though, right? It's like the master bedroom of sorts. The balcony that comes out here. And then you've got the windows, like the bigger windows here. And then you've got like your couch and stuff that chill here. And like your TV that's on the wall. So it looks pretty basic, right? What's in this other corner? Oh, I get it. Is this like next to this room? Hold on. I think it is. I don't understand this. Is that the variation of, or is that a different one? Because you can see it right here. Yeah, there's the balcony, so it's off the master. But you have all this extra room on the side, so is this it? Is this a variation of on this side? Or is that that weird L we have like right here? But that doesn't make a lot of sense, right? Because you have a weird spot for stuff. No, there's a balcony. Of course not. Of course not, JD nuts. Maybe that's the variation of. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty much it, right? This looks like a completely different. Well, either way, I guess we can kind of just fill in the gaps. So it's basically master bedroom, and then the main area, and then whatever else this other stuff is. So maybe well, maybe this just extends all the way then, right? Maybe it's all this, and then like your washer and dryer stuff is like back here or something. You know, maybe it's like a small closet, pantry or something. Probably, yeah. Cause like, where you gonna store your pantry shit? Dude, what a small ass apartment. That sucks. But think about it. You're looking out into the freaking. This is your view. Like literally, it's angled out. Kind of dope. You've been addicted to trading card sims lately? Oh, nice. Yeah, those are fun. And they even have a pool that sits out under this. I bet that's super dope at nighttime. I mean, the fact that they have the corner. So, location, location, location. That's a lot of AC units, brother. And then your car stuff is under there too. Not bad. This building will look awfully familiar to you later. Oh, there we go. This would be like your bathroom. It's like a pool right here. That's sick. To have it chilling on the water. You wouldn't think so, but actually having a pool on the water is pretty fucking legit. You know, Sergeant knows. Yeah, it's designed. Oh, you got a little hammock there too? What up? There it is. There's a pool. Wonder how bad that gets hit during hurricane season, right? Alright, that gives us a pretty good idea. Let's go. What a freaking dork. And basically cut that in half, then we just gotta figure out what the bathroom dimensions are. And we'll probably have it. It's pretty close. So I was trying to put down some basic stuff. Oh boy. Ooh, ick. This is huge. I have a question. Do we have something that actually undoes in a layer? Oh, I don't have a P yet. Dang. That's okay. Oh my. That's pretty big. It's gonna give me a better sense of scale. Okay. Kind of just sticking to all the face punch stuff. Ooh, ick. Icky. The corrugated one is ugly. Just trying to do some basic items so we have a better idea of what this is. Waste bin. Water drum. That looks familiar, boys, doesn't it? I wonder what this is. Weird. Water drum. Oh, it's from Rust. No way. Weird. Oh yeah, it's in the science building. Face punch. Very good. Now, this may look like a domicile, but the real question is, do we want to have it be like that? All right, so we have a basic idea what that back piece is. The turlet. Edge. Whoa. Oh, when I cut, hold on. Oh, damn. That's right, when I cut that. What's her face look like in there? Holy shit, what a mess. Brother. Okay, cool. That counts for the whole edge. We fixed it. Go us. Okay, so that's gonna be, that's the door on that side. That's cute. We'll probably just use the loop cut and stuff for this other side then. Oh, why is this face doing this? Scared. Okay, D, quad it. Loopy. Now, is it bevel? I was trying to see if these are all messed up or not. I would say yes. Yeah, see, I don't know how to check for the detached surface. That's what I'm trying to find. Well, you know, we can always patch up the mesh. It's not the end of the world. I'm just trying to do it clean from the start. Bust down my notes here. Still 152. 388 and then like a 656. Seems to be our working box at the moment. Freak, it's already 1 o'clock, damn it. What did we say it was? 152. So I'm trying to, like, we had these weird, I kind of want to make it like 152 or whatever instead of the 156. I'm sorry, 150, 150? 148. Oops, I forgot the row there. Shit. Very good. Just kind of want to see what this is all about, so we're just pulling it out here. Back. This doesn't even make sense. What? Protuberance. F. Subdivide the surface. I'm wondering because there's like this weird outset. Yes. I'm actually doing both. Ooh, our cut in the ceiling's getting rough. Dang, dude, we do it for 3 hours? Does not feel like 3 hours, I can tell you that. Okay, let's do this. We'll have to call it for now. I want to keep going so bad, but I have an early day tomorrow, so yeah. And then first chance we get tomorrow, we'll jump back in and do the same thing, and then we'll also fit in some Rusty Poo as well, because we have the big update coming this week. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. Any questions, comments, put them in the down below or save them for the next stream. And hopefully we'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Later. Good night.